These are your crypto actionables for Wednesday, the 11th of December. First up, we've got Fabiano. Another day, another airdrop with Bluefin. If you're in the top 10K, this is what you need to do. Basically, you actually have to go and connect your wallet, but here is the criteria here. So maybe you're in this category. I don't know how many people have got 10,000 wormhole tokens, or maybe the pith would work. Not entirely sure, but also there'll be a few people on this channel that have a mad lad. So if you actually worked out there, then you can go and claim this airdrop. You have to actually go specifically and check your eligibility and then go and connect your wallet. So it's not just a straight airdrop, you have to connect it like this. Bluefin is a perp stacks and swap stacks, which is on the Sui network. Next big news and actionable is staking with ME. I'm not personally staking. I got very little ME for whatever reason. I didn't do everything that I was supposed to do. So I'm definitely going to encourage people in the future to make sure you do all of the different steps for whatever protocol you're using. They have chosen a system where you had to go and kind of activate OG wallets. And I end up with like 280 tokens or whatever. I'm holding my tokens. I haven't sold them yet. I think Magic Eden's great. I don't necessarily think the token's going to be amazing, like truly, truly amazing. I don't think it's going to outperform, say, Solana or Sui. I don't think it's going to outperform Bonk. So that's not financial advice. One thing is you can go and stake it. You can stake it for up to 4 years, which you're most welcome to. If you've got long-term conviction, this could do really, really well for you. However, in the past, even with like insane conviction, that doesn't work out well. Now, I did go ahead and I did a little poll. Didn't have a lot of votes, but I think in general, most people are pretty happy with their Magic Eden allocation, which I do think means that, there's going to be more attraction to the token. I still just don't think it's going to outperform Bonk. What is cool though, very, very cool, is they now have questing. I'm not going to have time for questing, but anybody that has time and is really into NFTs and Magic Eden should definitely try these quests. And remember, you can still go and claim your Magic Eden. If you're into DLMing, then Magic Eden and Soul Pools, they are printing pretty decent right now. This is what I put out yesterday. Started with liquidity around that, and then I earned in maybe 15 minutes or less, $1,570. For all my DLMM news, I just follow Fee Printers and Token Guy because they know what they're doing. Even right now, if you look at this, there's still a significant amount of TVL in this particular pool here. And this has generated 43% as a fee in the last 24 hours. Well, it hasn't been 24 hours yet, but if you work it out, it would be 43%. Another option that you can use is HawkFi. This is for people that aren't as good or aren't as full-time as DLMing. It still has great product market fit. The only thing is to take 8% of the rewards, which I still think is a worthwhile trade-off. And one really cool thing is if you go to HawkFi, you can see who's printing the most fees in terms of the liquidity pools. So Emmy and Soul doing really, really well. And then I think this is a UI glitch. You've got a couple of others, Emmy and USDT. A lot of these things are absolutely printing. In general, and of course not financial advice, it's different when it's just Soul and USDC, but I wouldn't want to jump into a pool unless it was over 40%. Yes, I want 40% as a fee in 24 hours. Get in, you have some divergence loss, you offset it with the fees, you make a little bit of profit, maybe it's 20% in the end, and then you probably get out. Now, how did Magic Eden actually do? So this is on the 1 hour chart, so it doesn't really accurately show it, but if we flick this over to the price, it went over $13 very, very briefly. Now, I've mentioned this before and I'll mention it again. Try not to buy anything in the first candle if it looks overvalued. This was certainly overvalued. And one reason why it would have gone so high is because people would have sniped it, botters would have sniped it, and people couldn't actually sell into the liquidity pool because they couldn't claim. The Magic Eden wallet wasn't able to keep up with the demand, and therefore people couldn't claim and then go and sell their token to keep it more respectable. It's never nice to have a big opening candle like this. However, it is what it is. And essentially, I would normally ignore the opening candle. My major point is I would be very upset if anyone watching this channel actually bought it from like $10 to $13, because you should know just to be wary in that zone. It then dipped down to just over $4, like $4.50. It came up. People thought we're going to go to the moon again. And then very, very quickly, it balanced out straight again. And now we're back at $5.35. Now, as you know, I am a Camino bull. And one thing that you can use Camino for is jump to the ME and Jito Soul Vault. So if you're bullish on ME and if you're bullish on Jito Soul, you probably should be, it's basically just Soul, you can jump in here and you can get some nice juicy rewards. You're getting ME rewards and JTO rewards. Having said that, I personally wouldn't enter this just because I'm better at DLMing than they are. in this automated way. And the APY, we don't know exactly what it is, but it's not going to be worth it for me. There's $1 million of TVL here, and in the last 24 hours, they've generated like $28.57 thousand. It's just not sizable enough for me to put my capital into this. Plus, the DEX they're using is Radium. If it was Meteora and we got MET points, I would be keen. But for those people that want more of a hands-off approach and want some Camino points, it's worth it. Not to sound like a broken record, but JLP, very, very bullish on. I've spoken about this at length, and Camino is definitely the best place to get amongst it. You can leverage up here with some safety, and basically you borrow USDC, you swap it into JLP, and you end up getting a higher net APY. If you just hold JLP by itself, that's fine. If you want more information on this, you can watch out some of the videos on the Jupiter Exchange channel that I've done. At the end of the day, this is the ultimate up-only token. From the time it launched, it was like $1 something, and now it's up over $4. Just crossed the magical $4.20. And even when it has market pullbacks, it doesn't drop very hard. You can see down here, this was a flash crash. Here, another flash crash. So if you don't have any JLP, look into it. There's a new game to win Bonk. This is with Octo Gaming. It's a maze. Check it out if you're into this. 44 million Bonk up for grabs. Another thing that I'm doing, and this is not financial advice, but I'm accumulating more Bonk at these prices. Not quite the same as Cadence. He's gone and swapped 500 Sol into Bonk. If you got that amount of Sol, stake it, of course, stake it with Validate.com. But I am getting some Bonk at these prices. I'll say this regularly, and I could be wrong, of course, but I think this fully diluted valuation at the cycle top will be over $30 billion. And I'm hoping and expecting this to go all-time highs before the end of the year. However, I'm not playing with a lot of leverage here, mostly just buying spot. Big shout out to Sanctum here, your 2024 Sanctum Unwrapped. This is a good thread. All projects should do that, just so they kind of keep everybody in the know. When it comes to Sanctum though, it's a good idea to have some LSTs that are Sanctum LSTs, like Bonk Sol as an example, because potentially this is season 2 of the point system. No confirmation, just speculation. And there's also a massive plan to airdrop Pingu, which is from Pudgy Penguins, to 1 million Solana wallets. Some NFTs will be getting it, and apparently some people that are using wallets as well. This clip is 40 seconds long. Give it a listen, and that's all for today.